Hi guys, and welcome back to Level 6 Math. It's me, Mr. C, with Lesson 42 in our Saxon Math today. Today we're going to be looking at renaming fractions by multiplying by 1. That's just a different way of saying we're going to create equivalent fractions. Alright, so let's get into that. With our fraction manipulatives, we can see that a fraction can be named a lot of different ways. This is all 1/2. But in some of them, we're calling it 4/8 because we have 8 parts. If we have 10 parts, we're going to call it 5/10. But they're all equivalent to 1/2. We can see that half of each circle is shaded. So these are equivalent part fractions. All right, so in this lesson, we're going to practice renaming fractions by multiplying them by a fraction equal to 1. Here we show 6 different ways to name 1 as a fraction. 1 would be 4/4 or 3/3 or 5/5, and we could do this for any denominator. So we know that when we multiply a number by 1, the product equals the number multiplied. So if we multiply 1/2 by 1, it's just going to equal 1/2. If we do 1/3 by 1, it's going to equal 1/3. However, if we multiply a half by a fraction equal to 1, we find different names for 1/2. So for example, instead of multiplying 1/2 by 1, we're going to do it by 2/2, which is the same thing as 1. Then we're going to get 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and the answer is going to be 2/4. Now, does 1/2 equal 2/4? Yeah, it's an equivalent part fraction. Now, the reason we want to know how to do this is sometimes we're going to be adding or subtracting fractions that have different denominators. And so we want to make sure the denominators are the same. So we're going to have to change some fractions sometime. So here you see we changed the denominator from a 2 to a 4. It's still the same number. It's still a half. It's still the value of 1/2. But now we have a denominator of 4, so we change it to 2/4. We can do this for 3/6 or 4/8 simply by multiplying it by a different denominator. Here, 4/4 times 1/2 equals 4/8. So fractions with the same value but different names are called equivalent fractions. The fractions 2/4, 3/6, 4/8, they're all equivalent to 1/2. They're equivalent fractions. So let's write a fraction equal to 1/2 that has a denominator of 20. Now in order to do that, we have to think 2 times what number equals 20? Well, 2 times 10 equals 20. We know that from our math facts. So we simply go 2 times 10 equals 20. Well, if we're going to have 10 in the denominator, we need to have 10 in the numerator as well. 1 times 10 equals 10. Is 10/20ths the same value as 1/2? Absolutely, so it works. All right, so to rename a fraction, we multiply it by something equal to 1. The denominator of 1/2 is 2, so we want to make an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 20. We do that by multiplying by 10 like we just did, and we get 10/20ths. All right, write 1/2 and 1/3 as fractions with denominators of 6. Then add the renamed fractions. Now this is something that we're going to do all the time. So this is a really important example because you're going to have a lot of homework problems that are just like this one. And this is the first time we're doing this with unlike denominators, but we're going to be doing a lot of this for the rest of the year. So first we take each of them separately, 1/2 and 1/3, and we were going to change them to a denominator of 6. So we're just going to rewrite that as 1/2 equals something 6. 1/3 equals something 6. Now, we're going to do this the same way we did our last problem. 2 times what equals 6? Well, 2 times 3 equals 6. So then we're going to multiply it by 3/3. So 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. So now 1/2 is going to equal 3/6. 3 times what equals 6? 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. So then 1 times 2 equals 2. So now we have 3/6 and 2/6. If we add those together, 3/6 and 2/6, then we get 5/6. There we go. So we can just add those together to get 5/6. This is going to seem complicated the first time or two you do it. It's going to take some practice. You just have to get used to multiplying something by an equivalent part. Okay? And that's it. That's the whole assignment. So you can do your practice set if you want to, or you can start into your homework assignment. This is a good one because you're going to use this a lot in future assignments. So this is a good one to practice. Good luck.